Yes,
Sí,
absolutely.
sí, por supuesto.
Animals are a huge healer for
Los animales son una gran fuente de curación para mí. Tengo una gran conexión con ellos y si tengo estrés o ansiedad, me voy a la granja,
animals.
me siento con mis animales
They
y
can sense their
saben, notan que estoy mal. Tienen una gran intuición los animales. Mis animales me conocen, saben cuando estoy triste, cuando tengo ansiedad.
sitting with them.
Así que sentarme con ellos y estar con ellos es uno de mis momentos favoritos.
¿Tienes uno preferido de la granja? ¿Un animal preferido? Imagino que sí, ¿no?
I have a
Sí,
I have a dog called Winnie who
tengo una perra que se llama Winnie, a la que adoro,
Cardi B.
y una cabra que se llama Cardi B. So, if there's something I know I will not forget from that job you just saw, is that the pet's name is Cardi B. I didn't know that before we started the interview. Now it will be seared in my brain forever, probably. I wanted to talk to you today about the challenges and what interpreting for the media consists in. It's a different kind of interpreting. It doesn't have to do with much of what we do in our day-to-day life as interpreters. And there are some specific features which I think are worth mentioning. I learned most of the techniques and skills from a very good teacher I had and colleague, Fernando González. And I'm going to share some of the wisdom I've learned from him through the years with you. And some of the mistakes I've made as well, of course. Because that's one of the key things you have to remember. When you're working for TV, your mistakes are going to be known all over, no matter when it happens, because it will happen. When you have a blooper, when you have a word that you mispronounce, when you make some sort of mistake, be sure and be aware that there will be thousands, maybe millions of people who will hear that, and you have to be ready. Errors are part of our day-to-day life. We all know that as interpreters, but errors and mistakes on TV become much bigger than in a regular meeting because the audience is huge and at the same time is not present. It's one of the main difficulties I've found when doing interpreting for the media, which is that you don't know who you're working for. You have no feedback. All you have is maybe the looks from your colleagues and the interaction with them, but you don't really know who you're working for. You cannot get any feedback from whoever is listening to you, and you have to be on the rush all the time. You have to be prepared to work on your own and to be able to understand whether what you're doing is a good job or not without any kind of response from any listener. Being there on your own and knowing that so many people are paying attention can be a little bit overwhelming, and it takes a while to get used to. But once you get past that, there are other challenges as well that you have to bear in mind. TV abhors silence. You have to be jumping on the speech. You have to be following the speaker as closely as possible. And in any kind of interview, award ceremony, or gala, you never know what their answer is going to be. In a thank you speech, they may be thanking their parents, or they may be talking about greenhouse effect. And you have to be ready for anything that may send at you, and you have to be ready to convey that properly and very quickly. It is very demanding because you need to really be prepared for any curveball that may come your way, and you have to be there on top of the speech. To me, these are the two main difficulties: being on your own and not knowing what the next sentence is going to be and how fast they're going to be talking about whatever they're going to be talking about. But also it's very thrilling because you're in the midst of everything. You really have the feeling that you're becoming sort of the voice for whoever is being interviewed, for whoever is giving the thank you speech, for whoever is performing. You are just channeling them for a much wider audience than you're usually used to. And if you love challenges, and if you love being walking the tightrope, which I do, is a wonderful feeling, because it's when you feel most active and when your brain has to be sharper. You need to be in the moment and paying as much attention as possible to whatever may be happening, and you have to be prepared for the unexpected, which is thrilling if you feel that you can handle it. And it's very dangerous because any mistake, like I said, is going to be repeated ad nauseum by the social media. What I would suggest to anyone who would like to do interpreting for the media is to be as prepared as possible regarding the topic that is going to be dealt with. If it's an interview, read the bio of whoever is being interviewed, try to follow them on social media, try to know a little bit of tidbits and gossip and whatever may surround them. If it's movies or of a pop star, try to watch the movie that they're going to be talking about, or trying to listen to the album, because the wider the knowledge you have, the better prepared you will be for any kind of reference that may come your way. I knew that Millie Bobby Brown loved animals, and I knew that she had several pets, but I didn't know that she was going to be speaking about the goat and how they're therapy animals for her and things like that. So having a little bit of basic knowledge helped, but you never know which bit of basic knowledge is going to be the useful one. And that's all I can say. Just be ready, be prepared, enjoy the moment, and try to forget that there will be millions of people maybe listening to you, because if you do think about that, it may be something that holds you back, and you don't want that. You have to be as lively and as natural as possible when working for TV. And remember, Cardi B, if it pops up in a Trivial Pursuit question in a few years' time, what was the name of Millie Bobby Brown's pet? Cardi B. You'll thank me later.